Johnny Coyne,
How's it going?
it's great to have you here, my man.
Thank you for having me.
You carried away in here, did you?
No, not this time. Not this time.
I'll tell you why I asked that question in a while, everyone. But before we get to that, you are an inspirational figure, for sure.
Thanks.
The expeditions you've been on and the money you've raised for charities and the good work you're doing here is incredible. And as always, as I often open up with on these type of podcasts, I want to know the man behind the actions and behind the influences. And I'm very interested in the person and the story and what sort of inspired you to become who you are today and what you do today. So that's my first question to you, is if you were to look back at your life and the people and the influences around you in those earlier years, was there a key figure or key experiences there that you feel brought you on this path or influenced you down this path?
Such a good question. And that's honestly something I'm only just starting to think about these days, because in the past it's always been just a reaction. What I'm doing is like a reaction to what is happening, you know what I mean? Whether it's an escape or an escape is usually what it would have been. But so my dad passed away when I was 15, but honestly, not that it was easy, but it was the easy part. Like, he was sick my whole life, so as long as I can remember, he was sick. And by the time I was maybe 7 or 8, he was like fully paralyzed, couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't, like 24-hour care. And so I think seeing that, like, obviously it became normal to me as a child, but as you get a bit older, then you start to, I got a bit embarrassed, like when friends were over and stuff, and that's when you start to like realize it's not normal, And so I suppose, so I listened to a book about Arnold Shackleton, who was one of the greatest explorers. I'm still listening to it, actually. But it's about Arnold Shackleton, who was one of the greatest explorers of all time. And at the very start, they're talking about, what his family thought about what he did. And so his siblings and his sisters, I have all sisters as well, I think he did. And so they would have thought that because their mother became sick very young. And so that was his whole life as well. And it was so weird when I heard that. And I had never really even thought about it too much. Like, I've obviously thought, maybe that could be why. But when I heard them talking about that, I was like, that's probably why I do what I do. Because I've seen, someone I love suffer, not being able to move, not being able to leave the bed. And I suppose that's had a reaction in me, a positive, I would say, nowadays. But it's made me want to go and live a life like full and just do everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I suppose that started off like when he passed away, it was like a negative thing. So like I would have spiraled, and it was like I got a sense of freedom because obviously he was free, And so that spiraled for me in a negative way. So I would have been kind of experimental with drinking drugs anyway. So when that happened, then I went fully in, and I suppose that was just a reaction to that, like a form of escape, a form of freedom that I had. And
grieving as well.
Yeah. Grieving and drugs is a bad mix, I'll tell you that.
It is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, don't recommend that. But anyway, I would say, to answer your question, I would say the reason I live my life now the way I do is probably, I think, because of what happened when I was a child and my dad passing away. And I really do just want to live a full life. And I know I'm doing that now, and I feel fulfilled and content that I am.
But a lot of the work you do as well is for charities, and obviously charities are there to help people who are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost as though your experience with your father has really helped you to understand suffering.
Yeah.
And what that life looks like, and the difficulties around it. And you can really empathize with other people now who are suffering in their own way, and you want to give back. And
true.
Understand? It's like there's that connection to people who are actually going through something because you have that incredible connection with your father, who you love so
humbling
much.
As well, obviously. Because I've been through my darkest days and darkest moments and seen the darkest of life and how dark it can be. It's made me during my adventures, a lot of people would get a massive ego from what I've done, but honestly, I wouldn't say I have. It's honestly just humbled me, because even when I'm cycling up a mountain in Guatemala and I collapse to the floor crying, you just see the weakest side to yourself, and so that's why it feels humbling, because obviously there's so much suffering in the world, but someone's going through worse than you somewhere, so it kind of reminds you just to appreciate what you have, doesn't it?
Do you find that you're looking for something in those like positions as well? Well, something within yourself, as much as you're giving away to other people, and as much as it's about achieving an incredible challenge for yourself. But do you feel that there's something deeper for you that you're searching for through those?
It's changed throughout the years. Like when I first went on that first adventure where I cycled from like Galway to Portugal, I think that was an escape because I was kind of just in that cycle of addiction where just into like the cycle of the sesh, you know what I mean? Basically, like nothing
cycle
too
of the sesh.
Yeah, cycle of the sesh. Just like
first time I heard that one. That's good.
Yeah. No, it's not the first time I've experienced it. But anyway, yeah, I would say that it was an escape first, and then it became a vision, and then I realized it was a tool as well to help me get through stuff. Because when you force yourself to suffer, it brings out emotions you're suppressing.
Yeah,
and that is the best therapy. I think I've not went to counseling. I've not like. I was in a program as a teenager for like troubled teenagers basically, so that might have helped. But I've never went to counselling after that, and I feel like adventure has been a counselling for me, and I've seen that. And I feel like every time I go out on an adventure now it's like I think I've gotten everything I can get from it. I think so. Now I'm like, right, I need to do for others now. I don't want to go on a journey without purpose now. I want to, every journey I want to go on, I want it to benefit someone else as well, not just me. And it was just benefiting me at the start,
but it's still benefiting you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. There's obviously, yourself, even just going to the gym, like the hardship you put yourself through in the gym, afterwards you feel amazing. It's the same with adventure.
Yeah.
Like when you're 8 months kayaking for 12 hours a day, when you come back, everything is easy. Do you know what I mean? And that can be hard actually as well. That can be hard for Liam. Like that was really hard when he got back. For me, I kind of like managed to crack the code in my head, and I really just appreciate coming home now. But you do see like the sides to it that are hard as well, like just paying your taxes is just so annoying.
Oh damn, we're back in real life here now. Because everyone's back out to sea.
Everyone's so simple when you're just eating, drinking, kayaking. It's just that's all you're doing. It's like survival mode. It's primitive. Like it's just so natural to be like that as a man or as a human. And then you come back to normal life, and it's like pay your taxes.
Yeah,
pay your insurance.
From Ireland to Asia.
Yeah,
where did that idea come from, and what was the inspiration behind that?
The inspiration behind it was my vision was to have to make documentaries, and I was like, if I want to do that, it has to be something interesting. So I was like a world's first. I'd seen people doing different sections all through Europe and like England, Ireland. So I just pieced together. I went to Asia when I first turned 18 traveling, so I can like go back now and kayak there instead. So technically, the Asian side of Istanbul is Asia. So
the flight was too boring.
Yeah, sometimes we did question why we didn't get a flight, but no, it was amazing. It was extremely difficult. I honestly don't even know how we finished it looking back now. Like all the other journeys, I can see how I did it because you just got to keep going. But there was something every day that was trying to stop us from getting there. But honestly, like when you build up that resilience, you probably know yourself, like it just does so much for you, like, Is
there a moment that you remember more than any others there on that journey?
Well, as soon as you said that, one thing came to my mind, and it was like the scariest one. So I could tell you the long story short because it was a long ordeal, but basically we were on the Black Sea coast, probably about a couple 100 kilometers from Istanbul, like on the last leg. We were coming to country number 13, which was Turkey. We were in Bulgaria. We were crossing to Turkey on the coast, which you can't do. But we got special permission from the Turkish government because of social media and stuff to cross over. But we didn't have special permission to leave from Bulgaria. So when we were crossing, it was like getting dark. We had kayaked like 50 kilometers that day on the Black Sea, which is a lot on the sea. And so anyway, we see this customs boat coming towards us, and then they send off a little dinghy to us, and then they start questioning us. We give them our passports. We're hanging off this dinghy for probably about an hour first. It gets dark, it gets cold. All my gear is like pretty bad at this point because like we're 8 months on the go at this point, or 7 months. And so the lads weren't too bad because they had wetsuit and stuff, but I was just wearing like an old raincoat. So anyway, we started getting questioned. Next thing they were like, right, we'll go towards the beach. And we're hanging off this ship for about 2 hours. Like the crew were getting sick off the boat. It's that choppy. And so
the crew were getting sick.
The crew were getting sick off the boat. We're hanging off the ship. I'm kayaking.
What do you mean you're hanging off the
like
ship?
The lads have to just hold on to the ship because otherwise it'll just, they're just making us stay there to sign papers or something stupid.
Like hanging off the ship?
Literally holding on to this ship.
Holding on to the side of the ship?
To this massive ship that the people are getting sick of. And like this, it's choppy, it's dark. Like I started to get like symptoms of hypothermia because I was so cold. I was shaking and confused. And so I was just kayaking back and forward for the whole time just to stay warm. And eventually we just started shouting at the crew. The lads were like, Johnny's going to die. You're just being idiots. Like, they were being so stupid. Like, and eventually they said, like, after about 2.5 hours of just hanging off the ship, that we signed the paper, barely signed it. Then we had to kayak surf onto the beach in the pitch dark. They shined the light at a part of the beach where there was rocks. So if we had followed that light, we would have went straight into the rocks and probably would have died. Anyway, we knew not to. So we went in the dark, like through the waves. I lost my back hatch, my whole boat filled with water. Everything I owned got wet. Drone broken. And then we got onto the beach. Police are there waiting for us. We had to like pull our boats the whole way across this beach. And then we got to a river, and then they wouldn't come across the river, so we had to go across the river. I had to strip off completely naked because I had my last dry outfit on. They were laughing as well, even though it was kind of funny, but I wasn't laughing. And anyway, we got to the other side of the river. They searched our boats, and then they arrested us, put us under arrest in a treehouse for the night.
Treehouse?
Yeah, just happened to be a treehouse there.
Not a bad
and
place
they
to get arrested.
Took our passports, woke up the next morning, and then we kayaked all the way to Turkey. And it was, when we finally got there, we were completely exhausted. Like, I barely slept that night. And then our film crew were waiting. The police were waiting, and the Coast Guard was waiting in Turkey, waiting for us on the border. So it was really cool when we got there. But that was like the most mentally challenging thing I've ever been through, probably. And same for the lads, even though they weren't like nearly dying, Yeah. It was just like,
So you're in choppy water and in the darkness.
Yeah, and so basically they wouldn't let us cross because we hadn't stamped out, and that's why we got arrested by them.
That was Bulgaria. That was the Bulgarian Coast Guard.
Yeah. That was time number 3 getting arrested.
Time number 3.
The other times were more enjoyable.
Oh, okay. Give us one of them stories.
So we were kayaking. This is the more enjoyable one.
This is all on the same trip?
Yeah, all on the same trip.
Did you get arrested 3 times on the same trip?
3 times on the trip. Police calling us way more times than that. Just because we were very like hairy and crazy looking, I suppose. And so going down the Iron Gate section in Romania. Sorry, we were actually in Serbia legally, but it's not a part of the European Union. But we had to land in Romania because of the weather so remote on the Serbian side. We knew there was a hotel on the Romanian side, so we stopped, basically landed, and then as soon as we landed, after about an hour, they found us and arrested us. And then on Paddy's Day this year, we spent the night in Romanian jail.
Whoa!
It was funny though. It was
arrested for
crossing borders illegally, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And was that true?
Yeah.
All right. But you just didn't know?
We didn't know. We just had to do it out of safety reasons.
Okay. So you just took a chance?
Just took a chance. That's pretty much the whole journey.
How'd you get out of it?
It worked out good because they couldn't let us leave until they got us into the country legally. So they brought us to like a whole other like town, got us stamped in, brought us back to our kayaks. Then we left that morning. So
that was one other time.
One other time.
There's one more.
There's one other time we landed in Croatia, again another border thing. And we stamped out of whatever country we were in. I think it was Hungary or something. Then we went back to Croatia for lunch, not realizing that it was a bad idea. Next time we look up and we're ordering, there's like 5 police officers like staring down on us. We're like, what do we do now? Like, and so then they just put us in the back of the paddy wagon, literally, and brought us to the police station, fined us €130 each. And we were like, oh God. And then we realized they were like, but we didn't have any money on now. So they're like, you can pay online tomorrow.
Okay.
So then we just left the country and didn't pay the fine.
All right. Okay. Still looking for you.
Yeah. We're not allowed back to Croatia, I'd say, for sure. Oh, well.
That's because you left and you went back again?
No, yeah, something like that. I don't even know, to be honest with you. They were just looking for some money.
That sounds like a lot of planning had to be done for this trip.
Yeah, and we didn't do any. So.
Okay. So did you cross borders without realizing the
like we didn't realize how Eastern Europe was going to be so complicated. Before that, it was grand. If
you're in the water, like you're.
There's just a weird like thing, like the Schengen region, like it's just a whole thing that they haven't figured out yet. Like you can cross borders on water on the land, but you can cross. Oh, I don't even know. I still don't even know.
Cross on the land, you can't cross in the water or something.
I don't even know. I still don't know. It was like we tried to leave Bulgaria at one point and we just couldn't. So we just had to leave illegally again to go to Romania. And then we were in Romania illegally for ages. And then eventually,
8 months?
236 days. Or 200, I think it's 236 days.
Every day?
Every day apart from when we couldn't. Like there was 3 weeks where we were stuck in France.
When you were arrested.
Yeah.
When you're sitting in jail.
Yeah. We were stuck in France for 3 weeks because we got kicked off the canals. And that's when we decided to do our 380 kilometer portage. So we pulled our kayaks on wheels for 380 kilometers from France to Germany to the source of the Danube on kayak wheels, which people don't usually even do. So it took us like a month to pull them up this.
So you were on the road pulling the kayaks?
Yeah, on the road, on trails, along rivers, like, yeah.
So you were kicked off the canal?
We got kicked off the canal because it was closed for maintenance from November to March, but we kind of knew that it was going to close, but we just didn't make it there on time, but we still kayaked on it, and eventually they kicked us off aggressively as well. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. It was a heated situation.
All right, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, we were like, we're not giving up, because like we had hundreds of portages at that point, like going around locks and stuff. But like if we just do a portage for 380 kilometers, is still a world's first, because you're still doing it manpower.
What's a portage?
Portage is when you basically bring your boat around from one body of water to another. So whether it's around a lock or something like that. So just
because you couldn't do it on water, you had to bring it
Yeah,
on
like,
land,
well, even like in England, there was like maybe 7 locks every day where we'd have to get out, lift our kayaks around, you know, like the lock system in canals.
Yes. So you had to cross the locks around the land to get to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. So we
country.
just lifted around. Like you could go in like the other boats, but that would just take too long. So we just lifted them around.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what a portage is. Yeah,
I'm exhausted, man, just listening to that. That's only half the story.
You get used to it, like, honestly. But I don't know. Looking back, it's like I'm so in my comfort zone now that I couldn't even dream of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then you are going to be stepping out of your comfort zone again.
Oh, it's so important to, like, you should be doing it on a daily, really, and I haven't been recently. So
okay.
It's important to do it on a daily, isn't it?
Because you're just back from
just back from not Gaza, the West Bank, Palestine.
The West Bank, yeah. What was that experience like?
That was interesting. It was tough. Like, it was a lot of horrible stories and horrible things happening there. But also between that, they're still having the crack, you know, and they can still have the crack. They're kind of like the Irish, you know. They love the Irish there as well. But they can get out and they can.
How close were you to the
worst
point?
of it?
Yeah.
I think the closest, I remember measuring it at one point. I was in Bethlehem. As the crow flies, it was like 50 kilometers to Gaza, which is crazy. Okay. But like.
So there's a lot of people there, obviously, that have felt the repercussions of
what's
happened.
I mean, the place I was in is it's called the Ida camp. It's a refugee camp. A lot of people have grown up there. Generations have grown up there because they were asked to leave their home and they would be back in 2 weeks, but they never were allowed back. So they end up just staying in this refugee camp. They've grown up there, like dads and their granddads have grown up there. But anyway, it's the most tear gas place in the whole world. This is where children and adults are getting education, and it's the most tear gas place in the whole world.
Tear gas place?
Yeah. So like they're just, not to get into it too much, but the IDF are just tear gassing the camp where there's kids. Like the parent, they said if I got tear gas, I could die, but because they're so used to it, they grow up getting tear gassed. They don't die. They adapt to it, which is terrible, isn't it?
So there's like regular tear gassing?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time. Just a couple of days before I went, the IDF raided the camp, stayed there for like 2 days drinking in the camp, and just like, I don't know why, whatever reason they had was ridiculous anyway. And they wouldn't let anyone go to like the school or the old people come in and do their knitting. Like they just stayed there for 2 days and blocked all the cameras. There's videos of them like blocking the cameras in case they had to like.
And you were in this camp?
I was in the camp days after that happened. Yeah. And that's where I was making videos. Just my goal was to go over, show everyone what the camp is all about, raise some money for it, show the good sides, the bad sides, and that's what I did basically. Yeah.
Again, is there a pivotal moment or an experience there that you take home with you?
Honestly, the main thing I got from it is that I just want to continue to do good things for people that are less fortunate. And that's the main thing I would have got. It's like, I don't feel like there's much I can do, but as long as I do something, I feel like it gives you a feeling of purpose, and just that's what being a human is all about, isn't it? Giving to those less fortunate.
What's it like in there in terms of the energy and the people and
the energy, and in this community in particular is really nice. Like they're all helping each other out. They're all very welcoming to me. But then you go down the road, like we went to a football match called the Lagi Celtics. Like, so they named their team after the Celtics.
Is this all still in the camp? Or
this is probably about a 20-minute journey in outside Bethlehem. Okay. They went to like a stadium. It was the first time they were allowed to turn the lights in the stadium on in 2 years.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, we got there, and the whole time the lights were turning on and off. I don't know why. But anyway, one of the lads there, he showed me an article. He kept just showing me things. He's like, "Oh, this is happening 10 minutes down the road. It'd be tanks driving down the road in like a town just 10 minutes away."
As in one of the locals, or?
Yeah, one of the locals that was kind of bringing me around. Yeah. Romy, his name was. And then he was just showing me another one, and 10 minutes down the road while we were playing that football match, or I was watching, 2 kids were murdered by the IDF, like just in a raid, like just 10 minutes away from where we were. So like they're having the crack, they're playing football, but there's like, imagine that happened in Ireland 10 minutes down the road now. Like your phone would be binging, but like they just have to get on with it because it's happening every day. Like,
yeah, okay.
So that was sad to see, but I'm glad I could actually go over there and, you know, because obviously what you're seeing on the media could be true, it might not be true, but now I know it is true, really.
Yeah, okay.
And but also it was good to see that they can just have the crack and, you know, get on with it, but there's still like, you know, terrible things happening.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I think the main thing I got from it is just I just want to do more good, basically. Yeah.
What's that going to look like?
What is it going to look like to do more good? I suppose I'm still figuring that out, but I suppose it's just continue to do fundraisers for now. But I'd like to, maybe I could start like my own charity or something. That'd be a lot of work, I'd say. But yeah, just going to the places, like whether it's Africa or like actually going out and helping out. Like just a little bit is all you need to do. You don't need to change the world, you know what I mean?
There's a real desire in you, man, to help people out, isn't there?
Yeah, it's actually more of a new thing than anything. Like I said to you earlier, like the adventures used to be for myself because I needed it to like, you know, to escape. But now that I'm actually in a good place in my life, I'm like, right, well, now it's time to actually, you know, do good and give back because I do feel like I'm in the place to do that now.
Go on.
I've always thought it'd be like when a time where I'm wealthy, do you know what I mean? Like I have loads of money and then I can do it. But you don't have to be wealthy to give back. You just have to
just jump in a
do
kayak.
it. Even people that are struggling should do it.
Just go from Ireland to Asia and jump in a kayak, people. Just keep kayaking, yeah. Or just fly into the West Bank, it's all good. Yeah.
But even someone that's struggling, if you just help, it does help you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Those are the little things, man. You don't have to travel anywhere to be helpful.
And you don't have to be wealthy to help either.
Yeah, true, exactly.
You could just help a woman across the road, like, do you know what I mean?
Well, you're wealthy. Yeah, I mean, wealth is not just monetary. It's also the wealth of the love and the peace and the joy or the kindness that you have within. You know, that's wealth.
Like what you're doing as well, just sharing positive things on social media. Social media is, no matter what, whether we like it or not, it's a part of our lives. So you may as well do something positive with it. You know what I mean? So like it is going to help, and it is helping. Yeah.
I feel you're a little bit unsettled
in
general, like in terms of having maybe at the point of your life where you're allowing yourself to be free and go on these adventures, but find it quite difficult to sort of stay grounded or to feel rooted or to feel grounded.
Question, yeah. No, I would say that I'm more connected to like home than I have ever been. Like more connected to Ireland. I go through phases where I'm pretty good with like, you know, meditating, like, you know, being grounded, you know. But then I go through times where my life just goes a bit chaotic out of nowhere. Yeah. But again, I've been in a very good headspace, like even through that, you know what I mean? But I would say that I'm still learning, like, you know what I mean? I'm still young, I'm still 25. Like I'm not like, I definitely haven't got it all figured out, but I know I'm on a good path, and if I just keep trying, I'll get somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like so I'm not worried, even if I'm not fully grounded.
I hear you. No,
you
it's just it's a question. It's
no, it's a good
because
question.
it's maybe it's more like, where do I belong? What is my purpose? Or do I stay in Ireland and I start to help people from this country and you know, pour it outwards, or do I have to keep traveling and keep giving, you know, so much of my time and energy away through visiting different places?
Yeah.
So it's
the thing is, I have a vision, like, so I'm laser focused on that vision. So, and like, it's almost a reality now already, but I still want to get to exactly where I have in my mind, you know what I mean? Which has been in my mind for years, you know? And that's basically just doing documentaries. But obviously your vision changes when you grow as well, you know? So I'm trying to adapt with it as well. Yeah. Like I've always wanted to make documentaries, do an adventure, but now obviously I want to do a bit more like giving back. So maybe do the both. Like I do love traveling and love seeing the world. I know I'm not going to be able to do it forever because I would like to like have a family someday or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I hear you.
So like I'm like, why not do all the crazy stuff now? You know?
You're some man for 25, doing all this, man. The other 25-years are just snorting cocaine up their nose and drinking every weekend and just having the crack, you know? Which I know you have that side of you as well.
It's very easy to slip into that as well, though. I don't blame them, really. Like, but it's so easy to slip into it. I mean, I don't know if you've been in that scene as well, but it's everywhere. Like, yeah.
When I was 25, I was becoming a little bit more mature at 25. I became a dad at 26, so I was probably preparing to become a dad at 25. But prior to that, no, I was a loose cannon. Yeah,
really, whoa.
But again, a lot of shit in the background that I just wasn't sitting with or processing or healing. So
I was sober for nearly 3 years there until this year.
Okay.
And so that was, I felt like I had my shit together then.
Yeah.
And then like it just, I don't know. I decided, to be fair, it was a decision to like go back drinking and maybe go to a couple of festivals and all that. And I've had a really good time doing it, but then maybe too much of a good time towards the end of it now, you know. But it's just important to, like you said earlier, question things and what, like, is this the right thing for me? Should I be doing this? You know. But if you can find balance, then great. But I feel like it's all or nothing for me, which is kind of something I'm still trying to figure out, you know.
So it was kind of all or nothing with the alcohol, which
yeah, with a bit of everything, to be honest with you. Like I did have fun, but like just I find that I did have balance as well. But then out of nowhere, I'm just like, I had to again take a step back and like, where's the balance now? Like I'm not going to the gym. I'm having fun, but I'm only having fun. You know what I mean? So like
you have so much fun to the point where it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was at, to be fair. Like still having a bit of fun, but like I find so much more purpose in like just, you know, like doing it every now and then if I could. And then also just like, you know, being in the gym. Like I like just wholesome vibes, the sauna, like sea swimming. Like I feel so much happier doing that. So you know what I mean? Yeah. But again, I am really just figuring it all out. So that 3 years sober did me so much good. Like, and I'm not like done with it or anything. I even going back into it now for a while. So
you're gonna park the booze for another while?
Yeah, for another couple. I want to do it until
after Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I said I'd have a couple of pints on Christmas Eve because we do go to like a cozy pub. I'm not gonna end up on the sesh there. Like,
yeah.
But then
it's usually the cozy pubs that get you know.
Do you think
yeah. Lock the doors, lads. Yeah.
But then also, like, I have this journey coming up this race on the 1st of March in the Arctic. So myself and the lads, we're all a bit like mad in that sense as well, you know. So like we need to
choose your madness.
Yeah, we need to focus in on the focusing on the right kind of madness for now.
Yeah.
And just go for a mad journey like this, and we're all locked in, zoned in now.
What does the prep usually look like for these type of adventures that you go on? It's like the kayak, for example, was 8 months of kayaking, but what was prior to
kayaking was it was a handy enough one because my kayaking business is kayaking, so like I was kayaking every day, and then we were in the gym every day. Like again, when I say all or nothing, I was in the gym like 6-7 days a week. Like I can't just do 3 or 4.
Okay.
So I was really like in the zone, and like the thing is, I came back from a cycling trip. I cycled from Canada to Costa Rica. Came back in the March. And then we left in the September.
Canada to Costa Rica. Okay, so you already did that.
Yeah, I had just finished that. 8 countries, 136 days. The vision started while on that trip. Started planning the Project Dublin to Istanbul on that trip. Came back, started making as much money as I could. Started trying to get sponsorships, trying to get fit for it, and then also just like. The thing is, because I was sober, I was like, I can do everything, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a superpower. But I was taking on like so many different things. So I was just in the zone, sober, maybe a bit of ADHD, undiagnosed, but there's something wrong with me.
Found another addiction that wasn't alcohol,
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, all this like hyper focus, like really had this vision, like I was saying.
Yeah.
And then just made it happen. We got a production team. We got, I can't remember the question you asked me now, but we got a production team, got a film crew. And then we left, and then so it was a lot of it was planning, but then again we started and nothing we had planned and went to plan. So you can't really plan at all. Well, maybe you can, but I haven't figured that part out yet.
That's part of the journey, isn't it?
That's
that's life in general.
That's what exactly. You can't, and we get so much hate as well in the comments, which is just ridiculous. Like the things people are saying is like, why did you not plan this? Why did you not plan that? It's like, I don't know. I don't even want to plan it.
Is that the only hit you're getting?
Oh no, we get a bit of everything. It doesn't affect me, luckily.
Yeah.
But just like people like
if people aren't hating on you, then you're probably not.
Yeah. Well, like the people that are hating on me would never do it in the first place.
Of course.
So so let them off.
Yeah.
To be fair, we did make a lot of mistakes, and we did a lot of things like half illegally, like we did a lot of things, but you know what? We're young. We're
stupid. Makes a better story, doesn't it?
100%.
It's a much better story to be arrested 3 times and just go, everything was grand, went to plan, no issues at all.
No one got harmed, only us.
So
but honestly, like you'll see the documentary in a few months, and it's just like the big part of it is just like the friendship between us, like getting each other through laughing, you know, like.
Did you manage to get the whole? Because you did mention there that your drone was ruined after the.
Yeah. So basically, the lads were flying out. The 2 lads filming were flying out once a month, getting like the proper, like, you know, filming on the good cameras. We were filming everything on GoPros. Did the odd bit of drone footage, not much, and so we kind of just filmed everything on GoPros. But
I love my coffee, especially high quality specialty coffee. And with that in mind, I am delighted to have Full Circle Roasters as a partner to this podcast. They have a delicious selection of fine beans on their website. Go check that link below and grab yourself a bag. And then what's the motive behind the documentary?
Documentary is to be as big as possible and something big. Like, I reckon, I feel like it's going to be on, I've always just said Netflix or Amazon Prime, but I'm like over optimistic with everything. So we might as well
Better
be
over
like,
optimistic than under optimistic.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be on, I think I'd like for it to be on Amazon Prime, but it's in production now with a production company.
Okay.
It's just trying to get the funding to finish the production because it's really expensive to produce a documentary.
Yeah.
But I fully believe it's going to be bigger than what I believe it to be.
Class, man.
And I've had that vision for years. And that's what the only thing I'll say about myself is like I'm not very good at anything. I'm not a good kayaker. I'm not even a good businessman. But I just truly believe that I can do anything. Like good, blissfully
man.
Unaware that I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
I just go for it and it always works out. Like
it served you well at this point.
Yeah, that's it, man. Now, that's one bit of advice I would give to anyone. Like, I don't really have any. I genuinely don't feel like I'm like brilliant at anything, or like I don't have like one thing I'm good at, like a trade, or I just genuinely just have that belief, and that's pretty much
you do,
pretty much all I have.
But sure, that's a gift in itself.
It must, yeah. Well, I truly believe it is, and anyone can get that gift as well with the right mindset and just believing in a higher power or whatever, you know. Yeah.
The documentary, yeah. Have you seen any parts of it, or have you got a clip of it, or
I was making videos throughout all of it on social media, but we've watched little bits when let's say the lads will come out and they'd like show us some of the footage and stuff.
That's all you've seen? You haven't seen
not
any
much.
part of it?
We're just left it in their hands now at this point, and then we're moving on to the next thing, and then the next thing.
How does that work then in terms of the production? Like where does it go first, or what happens next?
So I don't know 100% what happens, but basically like we still actually have some filming to do for it. So the whole thing is like you have to get like say Screen Ireland funding to produce it, like say like 50,000 or more even, and then it goes into like certain person's hands who does the editing, and another person is trying to sell it, and another person is, you know. So there's a good few people involved in it. So we might not make a lot of money off it because of the amount of people getting involved. It's not about money for us. It's about the vision, you know.
Yeah.
And then it could fund the next thing, whatever we do get from it. So like the vision is to have a TV show where we're just, did you know, like Top Gear or something?
Yeah.
Like Top Gear, but we're just three Irish lads. Like, do you know what I mean? Doing adventures, you know what I mean? So I think we're
testing different kayaks and bicycles instead.
Just doing anything. It could be anything. Like even this Arctic trip, we're gonna film that, make a little like YouTube series.
Cool.
We're gonna make it how we would like our TV show to be. Do you know what I mean? So that'll just be like another thing, and just doing bits of everything, and something's gonna work out of it eventually. You know,
you're just throwing yourself into it, like
you just gotta do everything.
And then it's
whatever's meant to be will happen. You know,
but it's not like you come home then and you're just chilling out because you're a busy man at home.
I'm trying to chill out.
You're a busy man as well. You've got the sauna here, haven't you? You've got the kayaking business here.
Yeah, to be fair,
And that's the sauna business is rampant at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It's all over Ireland. I just love it. Doing it myself as well. Like it's like a medicine for me. I'll be like fidgety and I'll be like all over the place. I get in the sauna and I just completely relax and just go to sleep early.
It has that power of presence.
Oh man, it's like magic.
And it's been a big thing in Irish heritage or culture.
Yeah, I'm only just finding that out actually.
But the sweat houses.
Yeah, there was one found in the woods where I'm from in Clonbur. I'm actually gonna go find it in the next few days. Like I'm sure there's not much there, but there was like an old stone one.
Yeah, they're all stone ones, and then you sort of you dig into the ground a little bit, and then they light a fire in it, and it's just all huddle in, and so it's almost as though we're bringing it back.
Yeah, it's part of our history. I didn't even know that, but it's just mad. We're bringing it back in like a Swedish way or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll put it on spinning it,
We should actually start doing
be a matter of time before they put a keg of Guinness or something in there, just to Irish it up a little bit. No, it's really good.
Do you drink nowadays, or?
I haven't drank in over 3 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think it's been over 3 years. Yeah, maybe more. But
do you think you're going to drink again or not?
It's a good question. Actually, it's something I've been asked and something I'm contemplating at the moment because, as I mentioned on a previous podcast, I've realized that the reason that I was drinking was mostly influenced from fear. Fear of not fitting in, fear of being in these crowded, loud places that I really didn't like all that much, fear of being left out, fear of not having the crack, fear of not even being the center of attention. Because when I drank, I was the party animal. I was the guy who just always took it a little bit too far. and I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
And,
that's the thing, isn't it?
So, and then I'm asking the question, okay, did I stop drinking as well because of fear? Because I fear that I might fall back into this old pattern, or I fear that alcohol is such a poison, it's so bad for me. And again, it's that whole question of, am I giving my power away to this alcohol, or like, do I have the power to sort of
That's
control
so
this
funny
and-
you say all that, because that's exactly the same thoughts I was having a couple of months ago. Like before I stopped or started again, I was thinking, I was having a conversation with my friends, and like I realized that my fear, which is fine, but my fear my choice to be sober was based on fear, and which is fair enough because I ended up in so many crazy situations throughout my life. But I was like, I don't know, I just didn't want it to be based on fear. But then now I've gone back into it, and I have had the fun. I still I don't know if I'm in the place to be, you know, to where I'd like to be with it. You know what I mean? But
you still found that you've fallen into previous patterns with the alcohol?
Yeah, I would say I have, to be completely honest with you. But also, like, again, like as I said, for some reason I'm mentally like fine. I'm just like I just happen to like, I don't know, I like could go on like a 2 or 3 day bender, and I might not do it for a week or two. Do you know what I mean?
But you're mentally fine.
But somehow
2 or 3 bender.
somehow
2 or 3 days of drinking. But I'm mentally
somehow I'm fine.
Good. I'm good.
I don't know how, but
really, Johnny?
Yeah. Like I feel I'm happy out. That's the thing. But then I'm like, okay, but like I definitely have that addictive personality. But I just put it into positive places, and I'm fine then.
I know.
Which is literally what I do, whether it's the gym, running, or like adventure.
The brilliant thing, man, is
business.
you're asking these questions of yourself at 25. I didn't ask these questions myself until I was later on in life, you know. So
I'm asking the questions. I haven't figured out the questions yet.
No,
I'm all right.
Hey, we're all in the figuring out process, you know. We're trying to figure things out.
It's everyone's first time here, so
exactly. Yeah, and we're trying to figure it out through these experiences as well. Like in terms of drinking, you're looking for something.
Yeah,
but you don't exactly know what it is, and I always feel that the answer will find you eventually if you just continue on your path and continue showing up. And life is always going to show you the direction if you just open up your eyes and see the message and identify the signpost that's bringing you where you need to go.
100%.
So you're exactly where you need to be, essentially.
Yeah, you know I do feel like that. That's why I do feel like I'm gonna say that. Like obviously, I said I'm in a good place. But I fully trust that my path I'm on a good path, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I just have full faith in the higher power of the universe, whatever you want to call it, that I'm doing I'm on, everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to, you know, as long as you said you've got good intentions, you're asking yourself the questions. And so even though I might have slipped up the last couple of months, and you know, I've had a good time. I've also coming to understand that maybe I still have that addictive personality. It didn't just disappear. But yeah, I'm just figuring it out, and I'm aware of the things, and like
it's like the energy that influenced let's say the alcohol or the drugs in the past. That energy is still there, and it just transfers into something else.
Exactly, and it can be a superpower in that sense. Like I put, like, when I went sober, like the stuff I got done in 3 years, like I was just hyper focusing like on everything that I do. And I think a big part of that is sobriety. I feel like anyone can experience that when you go sober, especially when you put the intentions in, not just like go sober and do nothing. You got to like put your energy towards something. You'll see that. You know, I mean, I'm sure you can relate. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think it's even more then with like the way my mind works. Like, I don't know, do I have ADHD? Like I said earlier, but like I've always hyper focused on things or obsessed over ideas, so I feel like if you put that energy in towards something positive, like it's amazing what you can achieve. Like, and so that's why I say it's a superpower. Like, it really is. And so you can look at it as a negative thing, or you can look at it as a positive thing as well, which can be both. But
served you in terms of your accomplishments and your achievements so far, and all the good work you've done.
Yeah.
Do you feel that this Arctic race, for example, now that's coming up in March, is it a matter of like it becomes like all too consuming, or you allow yourself just to consume all of it and just it takes over your life to a certain extent?
As in like training for it, getting ready for it?
As in like almost as though nothing else matters. This is
I'm just started now, like, to be honest with you. So I'm hoping that's what happens. Like,
so this is an intention to actually
this was an intention to get me back on track, to be completely honest with you. Like the Istanbul trip wasn't like that. That was like a vision, you know. But honestly, I knew I needed something like, Like I woke up after a couple of days on the sesh, to be honest with you, and I was like, right, it's time to get back on track.
Which is
now.
why you needed the session, wasn't it? It balanced you out.
Honestly, like, and if I hadn't done that, like, I might not have realized then that I, like, you know, that I needed to get back on track. And I did. I went hard and too hard, and then I woke up that morning and I just signed up for the Arctic race. Called the lads, like, guys, I need to get back on track. Are you in? And they were like, yeah, we're in.
Got good news for you and bad news for you.
Yeah.
We're doing that Arctic adventure in March. That's the good news.
Yeah.
And we're doing an Arctic adventure in March. That's the bad news.
To be fair now, as soon as I signed up, I'm straight back on track again.
Yeah, okay.
So like, it's amazing when you just figure out you kind of figure yourself out a bit, you know.
What's the training look like for that?
Training's looking like a lot of cardio. I might get a proper program made up because I've never done like an Arctic race before. I've never pulled sleds. We pulled our kayaks for 380 kilometers with no training. So
you're pulling sleds across the
Arctic? We're pulling sleds through like -20 perhaps, and 185 kilometers, 4 days to finish it. Like our goal is to finish it as well.
Okay.
And we're doing like a training survival course like 4 days before in Lapland.
Okay.
So we're gonna have done that and then straight into the race afterwards.
So it's like an Arctic survival course?
Yeah, it's like it's an Arctic survival course all about like, you know, how to deal with frostbite, how to know when it's, you know, gone too far and you need to get medical help.
How to beat up a polar bear?
Yeah, how to eat polar bears, how to skin them. No.
Yeah.
No, I think that it's more like just surviving. And the thing is, everything I've ever done has been like my own journey. This is like a race, so it's organized.
Okay.
And so it's been kind of easier.
So there's going to be a whole organization behind this?
Yeah, this is a whole organized race.
Yeah.
And I think for that reason, it's been easier to get sponsorship. Like Mary Mullen's Pub in Galway, do you know it?
I've heard of it.
Yes, they've offered us some sponsorship.
Class.
And then Alpkit, which is another like brand, they're giving us gear. They gave us gear for our last trip as well.
Yeah.
So they're giving us some gear, perhaps some sponsorship as well. So.
And what's you doing for charity as well?
Yeah, we haven't chosen. Do you know any good mental health charities? Or would you, like, we're gonna choose mental health anyway because I think we can all relate to that. The three of us, we've all gone through a bit recently, you know.
Yeah, Movember or maybe Pieta House comes to mind, but
there
might be something else there.
Yeah, something. I think we were thinking maybe a bit of a smaller one that needs
that you can actually bring the money directly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I actually don't fully trust all the charities.
Yeah.
So I do like to go for the smaller ones and to get involved with it. So maybe.
What's been the biggest you've raised so far?
We raised nearly 19,000 for Daisy Lodge on Loch Orbs. That are building a lodge. They've started building it now for children with cancer and their families as like a respite kind of thing.
Class.
So that's like 5 minutes down the road from my house. That's the only reason we chose it. And so raised 19,000 for that. Then my dad passed away with MS, so me and my sister did another fundraiser over one weekend this year. We raised like $2,000 for that, or maybe it was 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. And then I did this fundraiser for Palestine, 50% towards the Lajee Center, 50% towards this emergency accommodation. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the money to them because it's not an official charity, but I'll figure it out soon. But anyway, that was like
the money was just
8,
resting in my account.
Yeah. Well, I think it's not that complicated. It's just because they're literally they opened up this hotel in Jordan for the children with cancer from Gaza, and so it's not like it was an emergency thing, you know. And so there's a girl called Claire Liddy who's working with them, so she's gonna help me figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah, she's from Ireland. I happened to meet her on the border crossing to Palestine, and she was getting interrogated by the IDF for like 6 hours in a room with soldiers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's how I met her. And then when she didn't get in, I came back to Jordan, and then she had seen one of my Instagram videos went viral, like listening to Kneecap in Palestine, and she happened to see that, texted me, and then I ended up not flying to Jordan or to Morocco and helping them for like 4 days with the kids there. So,
so she didn't get in?
She didn't get in. No, she'd been there loads of times, and they put her on like a blacklist, like, you know. So I was actually at the border. I was sent to the bold corner with like maybe 5 other Irish people, a couple of other Spanish people. None of them got in. Somehow I managed to get in. I don't even know how.
What's their reasons for not allowing them in?
Just not because you're not allowed to help with the Palestinians. Like, you're not allowed to volunteer. You're not like you have to
make up a story.
Yeah, I made up a story. I didn't even think about it as well. I got to the top and they were like, "So what are you doing here?" And I was like,
I'm on holidays.
Yeah, I'm on holidays. That's actually, I was like, I'm just traveling. Like, they're like, "But what are you doing?" And then I just on the spot, I was like, "I'm going surfing in Tel Aviv." That's just what I came up with on the spot. And they're like, "Oh, nice." And they're like, "So where are you from?" And I was like, "Ireland." And they hate the Irish, the Israelis. So like, I hated this fella as well, by the way. but I was just being nice, trying my best to be nice. And I just showed him my background of Connemara. It's like, oh, you can come and visit if you want. My family will take you in and all this. And I wasn't being genuine at all. But anyway, it worked, and I got in. So.
It'll rock up in Galway some weekends. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, no, God. Yeah, no. But anyway, that sometimes you gotta just hustle your way in.
Well,
don't
man,
you?
you've proven that you're well able to do that many times. Yeah. In and out of jail cells.
Yeah. Honestly, the jail cells were the best crack out of the whole journey. Because you're kayaking all day, it gets boring. To be fair, like, you know. But when you get arrested, it's a bit of something interesting, you know.
Were you in there at any point with others? Or was it just
no, just our own cell.
Yeah.
We were allowed to have our phones and sweet, like our snacks and stuff inside. Like it was fine, really.
Yeah,
they weren't actually. The Romanian police were pretty nice. The Croatian police weren't very nice. The Bulgarian police were just stupid.
Okay,
they nearly let me die. So. Yeah,
that was. I mean, you're talking about nearly catching hypothermia there.
Yeah, and like I'd had the early symptoms, to be fair, but the lads just undressed me as soon as we got to the beach, put on all their clothes on me, and then within like 10 minutes, I was actually nearly fine again.
So they actually helped you out once you got there.
Yes, no, the two lads I was with, and then we had to go and cross the river, and I had to strip off naked for that. So.
Fucking this Irishman just running around the woods.
Like even the lads were laughing because I was so angry at this point at the police and all that. I was like, I was just shouting naked across the river. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this? You know, I was angry and exhausted as well, like completely exhausted.
And you're so close to the finish line.
Oh, stop! Like it got hard. Like 2 days from Istanbul, an earthquake hits Istanbul. All our families there waiting, you know. And like we just see these cliffs crumbling. One day we're kayaking along the sea. We look up and there's like a paraglider and he's like putting his thumbs up and we're just like waving back. Turns out he was asking us, are we okay? Because an earthquake just happened. Shook the whole city. Literally, it was like 6 point something on the scale, but managed to not kill anyone somehow.
Okay.
But that was like 2 days from Istanbul. Honestly, we didn't know if we were going to get there until the very 10 minutes. Like, we didn't have permission to go down the Bosphorus, which is like loads of boats. Have you been to Istanbul?
Not Istanbul, no. I've been to Turkey, but
the Bosphorus is like a river going through. And like, we just happened to get like permission from to go to the second bridge. That we had to get to like the fourth bridge. So we would have got stopped at the second bridge. And this fella, Rashid Streak, he's like this famous fella that we had a contact of. He just happened, as we got to the bridge where we were going to get stopped, he got a call from the mayor and was like, you can let them go through. If that hadn't happened, we would have been stopped and we wouldn't have got to the finish line.
All right.
So then like 10 minutes after, or like half an hour after that, we got to the finish line. So literally until we got there, we were just nervous whether we were going to make it or not. The whole trip.
Being
like,
on edge, man.
Oh, the whole trip you're on edge. But it's almost like it's a good feeling in some way. You know? It's like just survival. Like it's like chaos, but without like, you know, like the sesh is chaotic. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like chaos in like the adventure.
Yeah. In the middle of a wild ocean. Yeah. Sure,
that's it. I think that's why I end up like going on the sesh, because it's almost similar to adventure. It's like an adventure itself.
That's one way to justify your alcoholism, Johnny.
Definitely not justifying it. But
I'm on an adventure, guys. Come on. Shots.
I'm just trying to understand why I always end up doing it.
Yeah. But it's like because there's a chaos, an extremist.
Yeah,
isn't there? It's like I've got to take it to the extreme. Like I've got to.
Yeah.
I mean, kayaking from Ireland to France. Nah, that's too.
No, that would have been easy.
Let's go to Asia. Yeah.
Everyone asks us why did we not do it in the summer, and we're like, because that's too easy.
So when did you go?
We left on September 5th.
September
after the summer last year.
So you're going through the winter time.
Is that last year? Yeah, September 2024. Yeah. And then as soon as it started getting colder and colder. It was -10 in Germany. Like everything frozen. Like our dry suits frozen. Sleeping in our tents frozen. In our sleeping bags frozen.
You're sleeping in a tent.
For all of it. Like well, pretty much all of it. Apart from like sometimes. And we had dry suits. I actually still have scars on my wrists. You see there? Yeah. The dry suits were frozen and just constantly cutting into my wrists, like around that time. Just like I just had to keep going. I was just always bleeding. Like somehow I didn't get infected, but.
Did you come up against any difficult conditions on sea or in the water?
Yeah. We crossed the English Channel illegally as well. Like we didn't get permission. We couldn't get permission, so we just like either we don't cross now or we just go for it.
So you're going from England to France?
So from Dover to Calais or in France. Yeah. I think it's about 40 kilometers, but it should have taken us 6 or 7 hours. Took us 12 hours. Yeah, and like there was like 600 boats passing through the shipping lane every day. So 600 boats passed through when we were going through, and we're like, our radio broke halfway across, so we couldn't communicate with the ships. Like it was complete chaos.
Okay.
Like we were actually nervous, to be fair. Like it's probably one of the only times where I was actually scared, to be honest.
So you have to communicate with the ships to.
Yeah, well,
so
if
they
we
don't run
needed
over
to,
you?
if we needed to, and it was like coming towards us, which they did at times. But we're just like judging. There's 2 shipping lanes. The French one is illegal to go through. That's why it was illegal. But if we got caught, we would have got caught, fined €30,000. And like we're just like looking at the radar as well. We can see the boats on the radar, and there's like custom boats just like all around us.
Really?
But we're just like chancing it. And then
So
eventually,
there's boats there.
oh yeah, there's customs boats, there's ships. Like the ships are massive as well. There's one time where it's just like just passed right in front of us, like maybe twice even.
And
Like
then you get the ripple effect of the ocean and the sea as well.
I think it was so choppy. It was way choppier than it was forecasted as well.
okay.
So it was pretty scary. It was scary, like it was. And then we got like maybe like this is like 11 hours in. We're like maybe 3 or 4 kilometers away. Next thing, this boat hovers towards us. 12, like maybe like 10 or 12 people on this boat, customs boat, staring at us, and we're like, oh my god, we're done. They hover next to us for like 10 minutes, and then they just drive off the other direction. We land in France, and that's when we thought it was going to get easy, and then it got a lot harder after that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, winter hit hard.
Was there a point where you almost tapped out?
I would say yes, but I don't think I ever would have. Like there was a
okay.
time when we got kicked off the canals, we had found out our friend Ryan, his younger brother, had died in Ireland. He'd passed away tragically. And so that was like really hard for us to deal with, especially because we were like in the middle of France. No one was talking to us because we didn't have any language. We were just stuck on this canal. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to continue because we got kicked off the canal. Decided we were going to walk, but we couldn't get the wheels. They just wouldn't get to us in the post. So we're just stuck there.
Are you waiting for wheels in the post?
Yeah, so the wheels were trying to get to us in the post. Eventually, this outdoor centre in Cork sent us some, and after 3 weeks, they arrived.
So you were in France for 3 weeks?
Yeah, we were stuck in France for 3 weeks. Ended up getting taken into this changing room, and this this fella called Bruno. We lived in the changing room for like a week then. And like we went on to the pitch with the team and everything, like yeah, and they're like taking pictures with us. But anyway, when finding out that news, and then that's Ryan. Then he ended up joining the trip after like 2 weeks after like his brother passed away.
Okay.
So he ended up joining all the way to Istanbul from France. Yeah, so yeah, which we didn't ask him to.
That was pretty emotional. Yeah.
Yeah, like we all had our yeah, even like coming back, like little Ryan's obviously had to come back to that, So that's been a big hard thing for him. Liam's really struggled coming back, like just to normal life. It was his first big adventure,
Yeah.
So I would say I've struggled like with the whole, addiction kind of thing side of things.
Yeah.
Not too much now, to be honest with you, but it is there,
So
we've all had our struggles, and that's why we're
got-
choosing the mental health charity. So
yeah, you've got some anchors there in Ireland though as well, like what the business that you have.
That's
and
why
connection.
it's going pretty well for me,
Yeah.
is because I do have something to put my energy towards. I got a business to make money from,
Yeah.
and I know I can't go too far with it because I need to focus on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what's kept me on track, really.
What happens with the saunas and the business whenever you're off doing an
So
adventure?
when I was in Palestine, I just hired Ryan, my friend who was on the trip, and he was there just for the weekends.
Cool.
And then now that I'm open up for all of Christmas now, from the 21st to the 1st of January.
What's
So
the purpose behind the sauna for yourself?
for me, honestly, a big part of his community, because my friend Dan runs one down in Connemara, and I was going to that maybe once every week or two, and the community is so nice because it brings around together the best kind of people, all there to help themselves feel better and maybe just meet some people.
Yeah.
And as soon as I opened it, it was better than I thought. Even people are coming together to meet. Like my sister opened up a coffee truck. Like this pier is empty all year round, and now it's just full of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so a big part of it was the community. Big part of it is because I love doing it myself. And then obviously, I have a summer business, so I kind of need to make money in the winter.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I chose something that I'm extremely passionate about, even more than kayaking. To be honest with you, I really, really love it. Cold water, it's like literally a medicine for me.
For many, yeah.
If I'm not doing it every day, I know there's something wrong. When I'm doing it every day, I'm in my best headspace. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely something that I recommend to anyone.
What does your day look like now then? Now you're
My
back in
day
Ireland?
looks like, that's a good question. My day looks like now it's pretty lazy at the minute because I'm trying to wind down from just a wild couple of months, and I have family around.
Have you had a
and
World
stuff.
Cup months, have you?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
been the wildest. Like, I'm probably gonna look back at. That's why I'm like pretty positive about it. Like, even with whatever crazy, how crazy it's been, it's like I'm gonna look back at this in years to come, thinking this has been the craziest, best year of my life.
Yeah,
really.
because you went September 24, so you did 8 months. So you're
so
not
like
that long
January
back.
this year, I was pulling my kayak through France, 380 kilometers. Then we're on the Danube through -10. Then we like got to Istanbul in April, came back, did all the festival season, had the best time doing that. And then, straight to Palestine after that. Now I'm back and I'm like, it's been amazing.
That's the, going back to my question of that difficulty of just being able to settle for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a difficulty, but it's also like I'm craving it as well at the same time. Like, so
because
it's not
so
bad.
much of that.
Yeah. And like, I think the sauna helps with that. Like, it grounds me. Like, so having this open every day for the next while now, I really do want to ease into like just wholesome and not doing crazy stuff for at least a month or two, just focusing on the gym, training. Like, that is pretty chill, really. Compared to like what I've been doing.
When's the documentary out?
Document depends really. Like, we're still trying to get like a bit of funding for it from Screen Ireland and stuff. So it'll probably be a couple of months, maybe a year. So, but I'm not in a rush with it. As long as it's the best it could be, then I'm happy to be patient with it. And then we're just moving on to the next thing, and then we're gonna do the next thing after that. So it's just like,
have you already got them ideas in place, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, so many ideas. Like, it's just too many ideas. That's why I journal, just to get them all down.
Yeah.
But we're doing this Arctic race in March. I'm doing a group trip away to Morocco. There's a good few people booked into that.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Surf trip?
Yeah, surf trip. That'd be nice and wholesome. And then probably September, I'll do something else. I have ideas, maybe something desert based.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't like give it, because I always change my mind as well.
So 25 now. Where are you at 30?
That's a good question, to be fair. Wow, yeah. 30. I definitely like to be God, because I'm honestly just so happy with where I am now, so I'm fairly content now. But I'd imagine I'll be doing this times 10, maybe. Like,
okay, this times 10. Oh,
right. I want to do like polar expeditions. I want to do Tom Crean, Arnold Shackleton, Arctic, North Pole, South Pole, like. But maybe like I'll try and stay away from the high altitude mountains, because I feel like they're just not worth the risk, are they? I do the odd one, like, but even as much as I would like to.
You're better on sea than on the summit, are you?
Yeah, like I'd like to do an ocean row as well, well. But who knows? Maybe I'll just start to chill out and I'll stop doing it, which is fine as well. Like, my vision is to just, like Hector.
Yes.
Like, it's like a travel show. I'd love to do something like that.
You've a bit of Hector in you, for sure, yeah.
I'd love to do something like that. Like, I think he's a legend.
Yeah.
So maybe if I probably should chill out at least a little bit.
Have you met Damien Brown? Do you know Damien Brown?
I went to see his talk in. Have you chatted to him here?
He's been on my podcast.
Oh, no way. That's class.
So he did the whole America to Ireland in a little boat.
Yeah. I watched the talk. He didn't go. That was class.
Yeah. So I'm sure you'd have a lot to relate to with them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to do more, even just. I want to do like one big one before I start having to chill out at least, Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whether it's like an ocean row like that, or like going to the North Pole or South Pole or something like that.
Do you feel that? Do you feel it's becoming a little bit more limited because there's been so much that has been accomplished already? You find it difficult to find that, okay, what hasn't been done that I can do?
Yeah, I'm always looking, like, and like this, the Ireland to Asia thing, kayaking trip, and like, I don't think anyone will ever do it again, to be honest with you. As soon as you see the documentary, you'll see what I mean. It was just like logistically like nearly impossible, but somehow we made it work. But I definitely want to do another World's First for sure.
Okay.
But
that's going to require a little more research, is it?
I have ideas for them as well, but it's going to, more than anything, it's going to require sponsorships.
Yeah, okay.
Unless I somehow land on a lot of money. But
okay. Just a lot of money behind it, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of money behind it. So I think for now, it's almost more unique to just kind of do like I don't know, like I'm thinking of like crossing the desert with a camel or something like that. Like crossing the Middle East with a camel is one of the ideas I have. And that's pretty cool. Like, it doesn't require much money as well.
Okay.
So like you could do it.
That's surely been done.
Yeah, actually, no one has done the Middle East from not that I can. Well, it's been done in the past for sure, but in modern day history, it's not. Someone hasn't crossed the whole Middle East of Saudi Arabia. With a camel. Yeah.
Is that a bit of a cop out though when you're on a camel? No.
I'm not going to be on the camel. We're going to be together in it together. So like I'll be walking, he'll carry my stuff.
Hell, poor camel.
No, I'm not doing it now. If it's that easy, I'm not doing it.
I didn't sign up for this.
It's funny because as soon as someone says it doesn't sound that crazy, I'm like, all right, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
If someone says you can't do that, I'm like, okay, that's the one.
That's the one, man. Yeah.
But no,
Definitely.
it shouldn't be like that. But that's kind of
but
there's definitely a bit of glory in it. Like I'd be lying if I said there's not a bit of glory in it.
Of
Like,
course, man. Yeah.
and I'm happy enough to say that as well.
Well, you're
because I don't have a
proving
big
yourself
ego.
but you're also
okay.
proving something to yourself that you're actually capable of taking these massive feats on, and
That's
nothing
it.
can really stop you.
Yeah.
I mean, how many things came your way there in that kayak trip that could have stopped you, but you kept on going.
So many, yeah, and that's the thing. Like we all seen the weak sides to each other, even like the toxic sides to each other at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Which happens as well. But then you like question yourself, and you're like, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
all
sure we got pretty tight there with
oh yeah, like I shared a tent with Ryan when he joined for 4 months. Like in the same tent, like huddling together. Liam, we had been training together all summer, and then we were on the expedition together for 8 months.
Yeah.
So, like, it is hard, but to be fair, now we're all very close.
Yeah,
like, so it just brought us closer together. Like when you see that the weakest sides to each other, and as I said earlier, it humbles you.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else. I really don't. I feel like
deeper connection forged there as well.
I feel like I really do feel like it's made me feel more equal to everyone more than anything, rather than feel like I'm better than people.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because I just know how hard it was. You know what I mean? So,
what have you had to sacrifice for all this?
Oh, what I've had to sacrifice. I suppose a part of it would be like community. Like that's the big links to the sauna thing. That's when I came home. I really felt like I'm out on these journeys. A lot of them are done by myself. I feel like I'm lacking community, or even just finding like a girlfriend or something like that. Like, how am I going to find a girlfriend kayaking down the Danube in -10 with the boys? You know what I mean?
Just pick one up at every port, man.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh god, but just community. Like I feel like humans are very individualistic these days. Like we're like like everyone's trying to go to Dubai and make as much money as they can. Like get the car, get the girl. But I feel like actually, as humans, we come from tribes, and we should all be working in a community. And that's what I've noticed from traveling. And like we ended up in like this place called the Vincha culture. It's the oldest urban civilization in the world. And this fella had all the knowledge, and he's talking about like how they were very community based and how the world's gone very individualistic. And since he said it, I've just noticed it so much. Like
it's just all me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all me. And like they're trying, when I say they, I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they're trying to make us like everyone be the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but everyone has to be different as well. Everyone's supposed to be different. We all have our different roles in society. We all have our different roles in a tribe. And I think it's important to share our knowledge, to share our wealth, share our food, you know what I mean? Rather than keep it all for ourselves and become better than everyone else.
Exactly.
And so
if you have it, give it away. Yeah.
That's it. Like, and that's where true wealth comes from. Is like it's what you can give. You know what I mean? Not just what you have up to yourself,
or just taking all the time.
Yeah. And so that's that's actually a big learning thing in my trips that I've done. Is that it's just like how, like you asked, like what is the sacrifice? Well, it's a very journey on your own. You know what I mean? You have to get to it yourself. There's no one there to help you, which is great in one way, but in another way, that's like humans. We're not built like that. We need each other. And then since I brought the lads on that, since we went on that last trip together, I felt that very much that we needed each other. I would not have finished it without them. 100%. No way. And so that's taught me a lot. So like coming home now, I'm trying to build like a community. I don't want to be gone for 8 months of the year as well. I want to be gone for maybe 2 months of the year on an expedition. 8 months was a long time. But I'm glad I did it,
Yeah.
But I want a community. I want like connections. I want friendship, intimacy. Like that's the things you're sacrificing when you're out on a trip like that. Yeah, like when you're in the Arctic, like, we're like, it's like Tom Crean. He was just huddling in a tent dying with a man. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of pretty sad. But at the same time, when you do that and you get back, life is brilliant.
Of course, Everything else is easier, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hardship is brilliant.
Yeah.
With hardship comes ease.
Nice one.
Yeah.
My man, Johnny, I really enjoyed the conversation.
Me too. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for bringing this energy and your presence here and all those good stories, eh?
Yeah.
Great. I look forward to hearing more stories about your adventures. We'll be back in here sometime, maybe next year, the year after,
100%.
with more and more stories of your expeditions.
Yeah.
And really looking forward to watching this documentary as well. I'm certainly intrigued, and I'm sure the listeners are too. So for anyone who would like to follow you and check out what sort of madness you're up to next, where's the best place to get you at? And
Instagram. I'm starting a YouTube channel this week as well, actually, on Sunday.
Class.
So I have Instagram, Johnny Coyne, Coyne is the second name, and then underscore. And then the Instagram is going to be Johnny Coyne as well. So
Cool, man.
Or Johnny, I was thinking about my Johnny's journals because it's kind of going to be journal kind of vibe. But yeah, it'll be Johnny Coyne. You can find it on.
What's the YouTube channel? What's the purpose in that one?
My purpose is to like, so on Instagram is very like 1 minute of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no one can get to know you like that, really. I'm doing it for the algorithm, to be honest, to do a lot of it, just to get in. But now I want to just like do it the way I want to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just, you know, put my creativity towards something. That's like another, like, you need something to put your energy towards. And everyone needs a bit of creativity, whether it's music, art, singing. I don't have anything like that, so I want to put it towards making videos that I'm passionate about.
Nice.
That's the purpose behind it.
Class, Johnny. Big things ahead. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.